welcome to our movie review of Infinity War. Marvel's Avengers Infinity War. This is gonna be a very short review before we talk spoilers, because there is absolutely no way I can give any type. I'm gonna just give our rating, and then we're gonna just go straight into spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie, do not watch this video at all. Wait until you see the movie, because what was your number 1 to 10? Get from behind them. 10. So you give every movie a 10 though. You gave so you're saying Rampage you gave a 10, and then so it's just as good as Infinity War?
That was a 9.
No, you gave it a 10.
No, I did.
You got mad at me because I gave it a 9.
I gave it a 9.
But you went at
No, I give it a 9.
I could just go pull up the video right here and hear you say you gave it a 10.
I don't care.
It's a good number because I'm just trying to prove a point that like you give every movie a 10, no matter what it is.
Not every movie.
What didn't you give a 10?
Let's see.
Okay, let's
The
get
first
into this.
Avengers?
Okay, but
It was
I meant like
boring in the beginning.
I know, but like I meant like a formal movie review. I didn't have my channel when the first Avengers came out. Yeah, so he gave it a 10. I'm not too far behind. I'd have to give it.
He gave it a 9. I mean 8.
And the reason why.
For some reason.
Okay, so I have this copy of Infinity War. However, they decided to title this movie Infinity War, even though the events in the comic Infinity Gauntlet is what Infinity War the movie was based on. Because if you've read both, this comes after Infinity Gauntlet, and one thing that this movie was definitely lacking is something that the MCU has been failing at, and that is the introduction of this guy right here, Adam Warlock. They have not introduced him at all. They have made references to him so far twice. In the first Guardians of the Galaxy, they have his cocoon in the collector's collection. You see it in the background when they're walking by. Yeah, in the first, when you meet the collector for the first time, there's a cocoon inside one of the pods, and everyone knows that that's the birth of Adam Warlock. And then the second time is the end credit scene at the end of the second Guardians of the Galaxy when Aisha, was that her name? The lady that was all gold, Aisha, whatever, that was chasing after the Guardians of the Galaxy. And there's another, it wasn't, that one didn't look like a cocoon, it was actually like a golden pod, and she said she was gonna name it Adam. So that was the second time. So I was expecting to see him pop up in this somehow, some way, or be born at least. But with as crowded as this movie was, there was, you know, no room for him. So that's why I gave it an 8. That's one of the reasons I gave it an 8. There was another thing that is also missing from the movie that was in the comic. So I gave it an 8 out of 10. Let's get into spoiler talk. So if you have not seen this movie...
At the end of the movie...
Wait. Let me explain. If you have not seen the movie... Bruh. If you have not seen the movie, turn this off right now. Turn it off.
Also until
I'll give you 3 seconds.
you see
1,
the movie.
2, 3.
You're punished.
Turn it off. And even if you're one of those people that You like to see and hear. I know people like that. My nephew's one of those people that love spoilers. They want to know everything about everything in the movie before they go see it. This is one of those movies where I wouldn't want to know spoilers about. I would hate that because of some of the things that happened that I expected. Because what are you doing?
It's just my. It's not my own person.
That I expected some things to happen because I read the comic, and there was a lot of things the Russo brothers did that I liked. I didn't dislike anything in the movie.
You dislike that that Adam Warlock wasn't in it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, well, but that's not the Russo brothers' fault. Like, they had so many chances in all the other MCU movies to introduce Adam Warlock. Maybe even give him his own movie. Introduce him the way they introduced, I mean, how does Ant-Man get his own movie before Adam Warlock? I don't know. But, that's not my decision. But, yeah, this comic, or these comics that are in this one collection, look how fat this is. It's a good read. I've only read it once through, and of course, there are a lot of missing characters that are in this. Captain Marvel was mentioned in the end credit scene. I'm surprised there was only one end credit scene, and it was all the way at the end of the credits. They made you wait for it. I was expecting at least two, but no. And it had to do with introducing Captain Marvel, and she is also someone of interest in the Infinity War and Infinity Gauntlet comics. She has a small role, but that's the thing. It's like Infinity Gauntlet and Infinity War. Adam Warlock was the key to stopping Thanos in Infinity Gauntlet, and he ends up being. He ends up turning evil and becoming the Magus, and that's who is on the backside of this comic. The Magus, he actually gets the Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos, and basically, for a very short period of time, Thanos has to help the Avengers stop the Magus. But then Thanos does double cross. He'll double cross the Avengers.
What do you mean double cross?
Like, he betrays them. Like, I know how Loki always
betrays Thor.
Yeah. So let's give a brief summary of things I liked. Right off the bat, Death. Death came to Heimdall, and all of the Asgardians that were on that ship that you saw at the end of Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, like, I saw that coming a mile away. I was like, oh. As soon as I saw that ship in front of Thor's ship at the end of Thor Ragnarok, I was like, oh, that's gotta be Thanos, and he's there for a reason. So he kills Loki, and that was a death that I kind of saw coming just by seeing the trailer and looking at how he had the Tesseract in his hand, and I was expecting, him to give the Tesseract to Thanos, and Thanos was gonna kill him anyway.
Why? Why would you think that?
Because, but Loki ends up trying to kill Thanos, and that's how he basically killed himself right there. Like, he was acting like he was gonna swear his allegiance and work for Thanos again, and Thanos called him out. So, he says, if you go into Earth, you're gonna need someone who has experience. Oh, experience in failure. Because if you remember the very first Avengers, Thanos was the one that sent Loki to Earth to get the Tesseract, and Loki failed, just to get that Tesseract that had the Space Stone inside of it. So, who else died? Gamora.
Yeah. That part was sad.
That part was sad. Where and especially when it was even more sad when Star-Lord found out what had happened, and he ends up ruining the entire plan of getting the gauntlet off of Thanos, and basically, yeah, he ruined it because of his anger towards Thanos and started hitting him in the head when Mantis was keeping him asleep while they were trying to yank that gauntlet off of his hand, and it almost worked until he woke up and laid waste to the Avengers that were on Titan. So on Titan, it was Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Mantis, Drax, Star-Lord.
Nobody else.
Was Wong there with him? Wong?
Was Wong?
Doctor Strange's friend? Wong?
No.
Where was Wong?
He was like back at the palace.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was watching the Sanctum. Yeah, he was protecting the Sanctum while everything was going down. So
What's the Sanctum?
That's what he calls his hideout in New York. Remember Doctor Strange? The Sanctum Sanctorum. Yeah.
Because he did. He's like the only one who didn't die.
That's true. He wasn't even in the final battle towards the end, right?
Yeah.
In Wakanda.
They probably
Yeah, he was nowhere to be found. Yeah.
So probably the creator.
Yeah, this movie was dark. I mean, especially the ending. And if you didn't read the comic, you would probably.
And we did a bet if Captain America's gonna win. I won the bet because he was still.
You would probably be disappointed if you didn't read the comic, because I was kind of expecting an ending like that, and even I've heard rumors that it's gonna end on a cliffhanger, and
What's a cliffhanger?
It definitely did.
What's a
Cliffhanger is like the way it ended, to where like everybody died and like it ends.
No,
and,
not everybody died.
I know, but like a lot of important people died, and they couldn't figure out why everybody was fading away like that, and it was, and there was no explanation, and then boom, the movie ends. So that's
Spider-Man like died when he just came back since 2016.
That's true. Yeah.
And
he just barely got made an Avenger by Tony Stark on the ship. Oh, congratulations, kids! You're an Avenger. You're an Avenger now. And
then he
fades away, and that was a question that was it you or Ray that said that like, oh, why certain people didn't fade away like that? Captain America, Black Widow, War Machine, Hulk. Who else?
You said that Goop died.
I don't know.
But Rocket.
Black Panther faded away. But didn't his bodyguard didn't, right?
Yeah.
She was still alive.
Yeah.
Okie? Yeah. She still lived.
And didn't show his girlfriend. Remember? For the first
yeah, she wasn't in it at all. From Black Panther. Yeah, it was just the sister was in the movie. Yeah. I don't know where.
And Vision died, of course.
Oh yeah, of course, Vision. He was.
I didn't expect that, because I thought he with they take some.
Yeah.
It like he.
No, but that was very clever. I loved how that happened. That whole interaction where.
And then he took
Scarlet Witch, Wanda was holding him back with one hand and then trying to destroy the stone, and she did destroy it, but hello. Thanos had the time stone in his glove already, in his gauntlet already, and used it, rewinded to the exact moment where he was about to explode, and paused time and got the stone. Boom, let him die, and that was perfect.
And then Thor had to die, because of the thing, because Thor hit him in the chest.
Okay.
And then he said too bad he didn't aim on my head. And then he just
No, but when Thanos snapped his fingers, you see a bright light and everything turns white. But you never see Thor fade away like the way everyone else did, right? he just disappeared. He wasn't nowhere in the scene.
Yeah, he was. He was like, he said, "What the heck did you just do?"
Oh yeah, that's right. But did he start to fade away?
I think remember. So. I did the Gandhi was like
oh, it was
messed
all
up.
burnt, but then it went back to being shiny, remember?
What?
Didn't it?
No, I thought
it wasn't
gone.
destroyed.
I thought he didn't have it.
No, he had. Oh yeah, because he was in a dream sequence. He was dreaming, and then he saw Gamora, where it was like, you know. Like, and this movie had a lot of those type of scenes where it was very like just ominous and like a lot of visuals that were just like, how do I say, just you can tell like it was, you know, whenever there was a flashback or something like that, it was just very, very well done by the Russo brothers. It was really good screenplay that they did. And
Gamora's parents had to die, of course.
Yeah, there was a flashback where he takes Gamora from her planet when he's in the middle of slaughtering all her people, and he decides to save her and take her with him, you know, and raise him as his own daughter. And that was very good to see. The way she died, it was tied in with the Soul Stone. And
also Red Skull showed up.
Yes, I love that, because ever since the first Captain America, what, in 2010 that came out? 2011? No, 2011. Yeah, because the first Avengers came out in 2012. Ever since 2011, you see Red Skull, he gets sucked into space, and we haven't seen or heard from him since then. And it's always gone through my mind whenever I rewatch that first Captain America, like, he's still alive and he's gonna come back somehow. And you know, I wanted to see him pop up in the Winter Soldier. When Winter Soldier came out, I thought, you know, he was gonna pop up somewhere, but no.
It looked like in Infinity War, he looked like he was like when he was not showing his face, and it looked like all black.
When it was fading away, oh, that was another thing that I was gonna talk about. Like a major component that was missing, that was in the comic, was Lady Death. I'm not sure if they call her Lady Death or Death in the comic, but the whole backstory of Thanos, of why he's trying to destroy the universe, is he is fascinated with death. He's in love with her, and he kills anybody he wants to, just to try to impress death, to earn her affection and her attention. But anything he does, like whenever he conquers a planet and kills all these people, genocide, she's not impressed. Like she's just sitting there and just shrugs her shoulder. And it drives him crazy. It drives him mad that, like, oh, what do I need to do to impress you? You know, to show that I love you. You know, and
what did he say?
And yeah, like nothing could ever impress her. She's just not impressed ever. So that was his whole drive of trying to destroy, you know, half the galaxy.
Well, they didn't show her,
and so
she didn't show up in the movie.
Yeah, so like, yeah, in the movie there's like no mention of her at all. His motives were just purely based on just bringing balance to the galaxy, you know, and that was about it. I mean, but he was just fixated on collecting all 6 of the stones, which he does, and that was the end of the movie. Like, and it's very reminiscent. I think on the very last page, was it this one or the Infinity Gauntlet? Oh yeah, see, it's not this one. In the very last page of Infinity Gauntlet, you see Thanos. He's just sitting there on his steps, in front of his wherever it was, like his house or whatever, and he just looks into the sunset or the sunrise, and he just cracks a little smirk, and then yeah, so someone's talking about. Yeah, so that was one thing that was missing from the movie. They didn't bring that up or anything like that.
Like what up?
Death.
Yeah.
So that was but yeah, it was still overall a great movie.
It was
very
like almost
dark.
3 hours.
Almost 2 hours and 40 minutes, and that's pretty damn long. Yeah. But it was it had a lot of surprises. That Red Skull cameo was definitely great. Like he was like the guardian or the protector of the Soul Stone, and so Thanos, to get the Soul Stone, needed to trade a soul of someone that he loved,
which is Gamora.
Which was Gamora. So to get the Soul Stone, he had to sacrifice Gamora, and yeah, the whole time he's about to do it, she wasn't gonna believe that, you know, she didn't believe that he loved her, you know, because like he was heartless, he, you know, just a murderer, and this and that, and she didn't believe like that he would love anything or anybody. So that was definitely, you know, very well done how they, you know, the music that was playing while she was just falling to her death, and very sad when I mean, when Star-Lord finds out that he that he sacrificed Gamora, it was very sad. There's a lot of great scenes where people were applauding in the theater. Definitely Captain America when he comes on the screen for the first time, where the girl and one of the guys from the Black Order, which is Thanos's the henchman, and they're on Earth, and who are they fighting? And then they come and save them. Oh, it was Vision and Wanda running away from the Black Order. It was in Scotland or whatever it was.
Wanda?
The Scarlet Witch. And
then Captain America.
Captain America, Black Widow, and who else?
I forgot his name, but yeah.
Falcon.
Falcon.
Yeah. They come to the rescue, and that was, you know, when the music, the original, I think it was the original Avenger music that started playing when he came on the screen, right? Yeah. So it was a perfect entrance.
And they had one deleted scenes from the movie. Like, you know, that
part
in the trailer with the whole...
Yeah, the part of the trailer where Captain America, Black Panther, and Scarlet Witch, Winter Soldier, Hulk, they're running towards the camera in that very first trailer. That was deleted out of the movie. Like, Hulk never was Hulk towards the end battle.
No, in the beginning.
He was just in the beginning, and that was very good. That fight with Thanos, where Hulk got his ass handed to him, was perfect.
But
the combo, still beat him up. The combos that Thanos laid on Hulk were just amazing. The CGI in that was crazy.
And they're both the same size.
Yeah, they're actually the same size. Yeah, Thanos and Hulk. But Thanos, man.
And Spider-Man never got the black suit.
Yeah. That was just a theory of mine that I wanted to happen, but it didn't happen. So.
Kind of sucked.
Yeah, I was expecting. If you didn't see my
And when I saw them all of the people disappearing, I thought they were going into a different planet.
Oh, like a different dimension. Hey, that could be what happened. I don't think everybody like that is dead, because why would they be filming the next movie?
Yeah.
And everybody's alive again. So you know, after reading the comic, there's in Infinity War, there's this there's these couple of pages where everybody dies in this explosion, and it was a whole cliffhanger in the comic, but then it was actually thanks to Doctor Strange, saving everybody in this little bubble that he created. Nobody died. So
I thought people everybody died.
And when they fight Thanos on Titan, he's not in the movie, of course, because he belongs to Fox, but Wolverine, he gets made into, a rubber ball or something like that. Like, Thanos just snaps his fingers and the adamantium in Wolverine just fucking crumbles and he's all, on the ground, looking like some clay or whatever. So, yeah, so definitely a great movie. Again, if you don't know of the comic, you probably walked out of the theater disappointed the way it ended, and I wasn't disappointed. I kind of seen that ending coming, knowing that they've already finished filming the next one and it's coming out next summer. It's not coming out in...
I heard someone say that they should have made another hour of the movie.
Oh yeah, someone behind us was saying, oh, why didn't they just make the movie 4 hours and cram it all together? But no, it's a good thing that...
He didn't say that.
That's what he said.
No, he said, what if they made one more hour?
Yeah, so that they won't have to make another one that comes out next year.
So that means the next one is coming out, is going to be 1 hour?
No. Well, that's what why didn't you ask that guy? That guy didn't know what he was talking about. Yeah, but no, it was just a stupid statement. But yeah,
if we actually
they've already finished filming and it's going.
Well, if they actually used another hour, and the next one could have been 2 hours, so it could be shorter.
So yeah, they started filming, and it's just you knew this type of ending was coming if you knew that it was gonna be, just like all two-parters,
But the planets were destroyed in the movie.
Yeah.
In
the comic, he snaps his fingers with his glove, and along with everybody dying all at the same time, a couple of planets blow up. They disintegrate, in the blink of an eye. So that's just the power that the Infinity Gauntlet has, and so Thanos completes his goal and just gets to relax at the end of the movie on his steps. And
it sucks. Almost everyone died.
Yeah. Well, we don't know. I don't think they're dead. There's got to be an explanation, but the Russo brothers didn't give no explanation. They decided
probably
end the movie.
Probably Mrs. Marvel,
not Mrs. Marvel. Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel will show up in the next one.
Yeah, she is.
Hopefully, and save the day.
I remember she was on set filming in her green suit. But I'm not sure if that was on the set of her own movie, Captain Marvel, or Infinity War.
What green suit?
There was a leaked photo of her in her... She has a green suit,
From the movie?
Yeah. No, but from the comic too. She has a green suit. And, before she gets her red and blue suit, she has a green suit. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with Captain Marvel, but... yeah, so...
And yeah, Nick Fury, in the last part, in the last credit scene.
What do you mean?
Nick Fury, in the last credit scene,
yeah.
Nick Fury was disappeared, and he was saying, one of the bad words.
It's because that actor always says that word in pretty much every movie he's in.
Really?
Yeah, Sam Jackson. He's famous for saying that word. He made that word.
Wait, what was he gonna say again? I forgot.
The MF word.
Oh yeah.
I just killed a mosquito with my hand, you guys. Look at that. I just stopped us from having a bunch of bites when we wake up. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Alright, get back over here.
Oh, I'm scared.
It's dead
I
already.
hate mosquitoes.
Did you not just see it fall from my hand because it's dead?
What's this for? Behind the closet.
I doubt there's more than one mosquito in here. How the hell did it even get in here? There's a screen on my window.
What's the screen?
The screen that prevents any insects from flying in here. I don't know. Alright, so you're not gonna come back over here?
No, I'm just gonna talk over here.
Go to bed. Oh, change into your pajamas.
Okay.
Right now. So,
Be careful that
overall,
the mic was coming from the window.
So overall, I enjoyed it.
You said give it out 8.
Yeah, I enjoy. Yeah, doesn't mean just because I gave it an 8 doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it.
You weak. You
Okay.
never give any movie a 10. Not a single movie. Well, you always gave the
Because no movie is perfect.
the first Avengers, because you gave it a
9.
9 out of 10.
Because it was.
It was so close. You should have said perfect.
Oh God.
Hey Dad, which
I remember they did mention why Ant-Man and Hawkeye are not even in the movie. After Civil War, Hawkeye, went into hiding with his family because of the Accords. That's what it was. The Accords.
And
made
both
him-
of us thought that
he went into hiding to, avoid prosecution or whatever. So he's hiding somewhere with his family. Ant-Man, I think the same thing, right? Like, just
No,
he's hiding from the
He's
FBI.
probably fighting the guy, like making his own movie, like fighting that bad guy from the new movie. Duh.
No, I think. No, because remember in the trailer, he says something about being a fugitive. He's still a fugitive, so like that's why he's on the run from the FBI.
And Gamora almost killed Thanos by like stabbing him on the neck. And,
No, but that was he was faking. Remember, he had the reality stone. He had the reality stone when they tried to go to nowhere and go meet with the collector and get the reality stone from him. But
how did that guy disappear, the collector?
he was already dead by that time.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
The reality stone, okay. When they got to the nowhere, everything looked like it was perfectly fine, but it was, remember Drax said, oh, this place looks abandoned, because they went to nowhere in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, remember? In the first Guardians of the Galaxy, they were there, and don't you remember it was like a whole big city, so, but this time they went, it was abandoned, but then nothing was on fire. And then, so Thanos, he uses the reality stone to make everything look like it was perfectly fine, but it wasn't, remember? So
how did he know that they were there?
Who?
Thanos,
he set a trap. He knew Gamora was gonna go and try to stop him from getting the reality stone.
How did he know that?
Because he's smart.
Why did
So,
someone say that he's
He
heartless?
put on this whole mirage of everything looking fine, and himself talking to the collector. He's got his foot on his chest and he's threatening him, oh, give me the stone or you're basically gonna die. So it gets them to Star-Lord, he's trying to be the leader and tell everybody where to go, but then nobody's listening to him. And then
And who tried to do this?
first Drax tries to kill Thanos because Thanos, of course, killed his family.
I thought Gamora did.
Who?
Gamora.
No, same thing with Drax. Drax always... Remember, Drax was always talking about Thanos and killing Thanos because he killed his daughter and his wife.
Wait, he had a daughter?
Yeah, in the first Guardians of the Galaxy. He always talked about it. And then so... yeah, he basically uses the Reality Stone to effectuate how everything looks and make them think that, you know, everything was fine, but it wasn't. And then when he actually lets the reality actually show of what everything really looks like. Everything's on fire, nobody is alive, and he has, you know, he basically already came and got what he came for. And
And like, you know, and Gamora promised Star to like kill him when when he gets found. But Star was gonna shoot her, but instead it comes out bubbles and then like it just like.
yeah, that was pretty funny.
I don't know who did that. I don't know if that was him.
It was Thanos doing that.
Oh,
Thanos turned his gun into like a bubble maker, basically.
How did he
bubble
do
machine. The Reality Stone.
What's the Reality Stone? Tell me on your shirt.
That's this one, the red one.
There's two red ones. That's
this is pink.
Oh.
No, it's different in the comic. It's definitely a must-see. I mean, if you love these movies, if you've watched them ever since the very first Iron Man movie, since 2008, you gotta check this out. And then, you know, in 2012, that end credit scene that had Thanos in it, and you find out that Loki was working for Thanos. All that build-up of, you know, him making his first appearance in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, and you know, him being the puppet master of Ronan, Loki, anyone who's tried to get one of the Infinity Stones. They basically have all these years of build-up that, you know, basically paid off. Well, it'll probably pay off in the next movie. It paid off today with this movie. Thanos came to put in work, and he did exactly that. He got shit done. He was not playing from the get-go. He was business. So, comment down below what you guys thought if you saw the movie. If you enjoyed our movie review, hit the like button, subscribe, and share if you did not. You gotta say, eat me.